Thanks to women's liberation and everything else, women have sprung ahead of men. Welcome to loneliness. I mean, I don't know what you expected.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Flower Girl, the most emotionally spent channel on the internet. Today I'm coming to you from a new set. That's right, the last set was a new set, but this is a new set. I thought that this set was better for the type of video that's coming today. It's a certain type of video. We're gonna talk about some things and we're gonna be in front of a camera and...
Pardon me, madam. Are you having a nice, calm video by your lonesome?
I am.
Well, time to insert myself as a man.
Okay, alright.
Where women just don't belong. Hello, folks. My name is DWAYNE Jenkins, author extraordinaire, and I'm here to tell you about a tome that changed my life forever. This is The Way of the Superior Man by Deida, and this book changed my life. I mean, it is superb, it is sublime, it is other superlatives that is just complimentary of this wonderful book.
I'm sorry, where did you come from?
I had a troubled childhood. I'm just trying to find out who I am.
Join the club? We tricked you. I know exactly who this man is.
Oh my god, it's a black man.
You're black? So yeah, back by popular demand, it's my boyfriend, DWAYNE Jenkins, from videos such as Boyfriend Rates My Childhood Crushes. That is one of my most popular videos right now, so, you know, I figured we'll bring him back in. Can I hold up, please?
You may.
And he's right. We're going to be talking about this book that we found at the thrift store. It is originally $18.95, but I refuse to pay that much, so...
Oh, no. We paid the right price for this one.
Yep, $2. I figured we'd read excerpts from The Way of the Superior Man with a superior man. Before we read excerpts though, let's look at some synopsis from this high quality book.
In The Way of the Superior Man, Deida explores the most important issues in men's lives, from career and family to women and intimacy to love and spirituality. To offer a practical guideline for living a masculine life of integrity, authenticity, and freedom. Join this best-selling author and internationally renowned expert on sexuality, spirituality. So let me stop for a second. My first editor's note.
He's a writer and editor, by the way.
What qualifies a person to be an expert on sexual spirituality?
You go to sexual spiritual college?
Ah, yes.
So here's what some people have to say about this book.
Finally, a guide for the non-graded male. This book will offend and infuriate some, inspire and test others, but challenge virtually everybody. Few are the books that discuss strong sexuality within strong spirituality. Love it or loathe it, it is a shout from the heart of one perspective of the eternal masculine.
What is this book about?
He's being a dude and trying to find the essence of man deep within, and just really telling those women that they're really infringing on my rights as a man because I can't call them and touch them and oppress them and stuff.
Don't you hate it when you can't oppress people? It really ruins my week. So DWAYNE.
Yes.
I saw on Amazon that this book's pretty popular. It has a good amount of reviews.
Not surprising.
And it seems to be helping a lot of people. Such as Tyler M, who writes, "Open your mind. I brought this book 5 months ago. Read only the introduction and tossed it aside."
Actually, this guy knows what's going on. This is it right here.
Oh, there's more.
Okay.
Okay. At that time, I was not ready for wealth of knowledge that this gift was truly endowed with.
I don't like the phrasing of that,
Was that
actually.
the-
That hit me a little late. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's okay. I don't like that.
If you're closed-minded, skeptical, clinging to only the material world, then this book isn't for you. But if you're looking to dive into the unknown, the metaphysical, achieve higher consciousness, then this book will open your eyes and give you clear direction. I love this book, especially because it has so much to say with so few words. Okay.
I don't know if that's a shining endorsement of this book.
Yeah. After reading this short book, you will feel like you absorbed an ocean of knowledge and insight. You'll have no regrets. You'll be endowed with knowledge.
Endowed with knowledge. Yeah.
Enjoyable and great applicable information.
Really busting out the 10-cent words, but okay.
A great book that could help you get a better understanding about females.
There it is. That's the first shot. Females. Trust men that use the term females.
Yep. Always. Looking in past, I have noticed commonalities when I get well with a girl and days when I wasn't when relating to this book. I was easy to read and understand, quite enjoyable to grasp the information, and great applicable and realistic examples given to better understand the information. I would definitely recommend this book if a man struggles to understand them as a good place to start.
So,
I definitely struggle to understand that review. Here's another review. Absolute hogwash. This guy is so clueless about what women want. This book could be a guidebook for every future Jeffrey Epstein sexual in the world. Oh no.
Well, that's getting edited on post.
Yeah, and then they burnt it.
That's my favorite. This is a good review right here.
This person's probably a female. They don't understand.
Oh yeah, probably one of those hidden women.
One of those females.
One of those, yeah, you put two men on each other's shoulders and they just become a woman. You know, that old gag.
So, I bet you want us to get to the book, but hold your horses.
Hold them.
Those horses are moving a little too fast for my liking.
No carrots, no hay. Just tell them to hold up.
We have a high quality video.
It's a video
that I would like. It will be a good appetizer before we get into the book. You know, tasty.
With some misogyny and a nice Chianti.
David Data. He has a video.
Yeah, boy.
It is on the Conscious Life channel for very conscious men.
In my perception, younger people today in their 20s especially.
I like how he's been growing out his beard first off. He's becoming more superior, a man.
I have to admit, I like how the audio, I don't know if the fidelity will come through in the actual, what you guys are going to look at. He sounds like a BioShock villain. He has that little grainy, oh yes, the younger you are, oh, I hate women. It sounds very BioShocky. He kind of looks like Comstock too, so I mean.
Have exactly what you're describing. So it used to be like in the 1950s, men were men, women were women, and then in the 60s and 70s, people became more balanced and equality. But now, my perception, and many others too, are that women are really ahead of men. It's not always, it's a seesaw. It's not going to be permanent. But in general, right now, women are ahead of men. Women are going to be heads of state, political leaders.
He almost told the truth. He almost said men are ahead of women, but he thinks women are ahead of men. I promise. Because women could be things like head of state, politicians.
Is he talking about spiritually? What spirituality are we talking about?
I don't know what head of state and politics has to do with spirituality, but sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
He's consciously enlightened and we aren't, so.
I mean, they're not as much as men yet, but they will be, and it's all moving in that direction. Now, the cutting edge of that, women have grown faster than men, and I'd hate to say this, but there are more conscious women than men, and the chances of finding a man...
Yep, all the men are knocked unconscious, and all the women are conscious, so...
Women have had to grow faster because we put them through so much. I'm sorry. What do my notes say? Never mind. Women suck.
I'm a woman, and I suck every day, so...
The younger you are, the less men you're going to ever find as conscious as you. You could probably find a few old school guys who know, their ass from a head in the ground. But most people, you go to Burning Man, you just take some MDMA.
I like that the audience is either like uncomfortable or like he didn't like instruct them completely, because you heard it. As if like someone showed up and wasn't quite sure what they were in for, is how that sounded. Like, okay, yeah.
You're right, that thanks to women's liberation and everything else, women have sprung ahead of men. Welcome to loneliness. I don't know what you expected. You are now in general, the superior. It's just going to be hard to find a man who's a better man than you are. I'm serious. So, but I don't want to stop there. I want to keep going, but I just want to point out that that's the way it is socially now. There are very few women I know.
What is this like evil Mr. Rogers said? I just realized that was there.
What? There's like...
There's
a water bottle?
Is that a bottle of lotion next to the water bottle?
I hope not. Lord have mercy. Also,
it's hard to find the words.
Welcome to loneliness, women.
Women's liberation. Welcome to loneliness, am I right?
He's like, oh, well, you want to be in Congress and shit. Well, I guess you don't want to fuck.
Then everyone kind of laughs. That's like the biggest reaction he's had so far. So
yeah,
sure,
I think they're upset. I hope they start throwing tomatoes.
Finding men anywhere near their age who earns more money than them, is smarter than them, who's more clear than them, who has more purpose than them. Women, raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. I'm just curious. Okay, so
the 3 claps.
Women, am I right? Those are probably men. Yeah, did they lie and say that someone else was going to show up? Like, I don't know, Stephen King? All you get is David Data, baby, and...
Big Daddy Data. So, is he shaming women for being intelligent?
Well, I think it's sort of like, from a racial standpoint, it's more like, how dare you have the audacity to rise up from the circumstances we put you in? So, don't do that.
Ooh. Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
I didn't even think about that.
Get back in the kitchen with your apron and your baby nestled under your teat.
Baby's in the kitchen.
While the man jerks himself off all day. Occupationally, mentally, physically, he just jerks himself off all day.
When you think back to the 50s and 60s, women were sitting at home having Tupperware parties all day, and men were out busting ass. I don't know, these are objective things.
Oh, no.
What's a Tupperware party?
I have heard about that. It's like I guess where they like share Tupperware with each other. They like talk about the best Tupperware. The Tupperware goes head to head.
I imagine like 2 women like banging like Tupperware together like kids with action figures.
Yeah.
So...
I think they like put different... Oh. I'm still talking about Tupperware, but...
I feel like women, if they had Tupperware parties, operated like men saw women back then. So if men were like, oh, just stay in the fucking kitchen, you housewife scum. It's like, of course, when society beats you over the goddamn head with it, you're gonna conform at some point. But
yeah, true.
I feel like people pick that up not because they want to, because it's like forced upon them.
Yeah, you assimilate what people put on you. And some of it might be you, but it's like that's the only choice you've been given.
Boys and girls in school have to take tests, standardized tests.
Whoa, so really?
Standardized. It used to be that boys always outscored girls on everything. In the last 7 years, boys' scores in the United States have been precipitously dropping, and girls' scores have been going up girls have exceeded boys in the same exact test. No change in the text, no change in teaching. Women have become smarter than men. I don't know how or why, we don't have to examine it, but just know you are now, unfortunately for sexual reasons, but fortunately for the world's sake, not going to be able to find many men who can meet you. However, they are out there.
There is so many contradictory things in what he just said that I can't exactly focus on one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it's like he says, like, the teaching hasn't changed, but it has. Like, the way society views women has changed, like, exponentially since
For
the 50s and 60s.
at least in optical sense. Like in what you
Unfortunately.
see in like mainstream at least.
Yeah, but it's like,
But I've been on Reddit, so this is some big Reddit energy.
but it's a very, like, nuanced, like, Reddit take.
So guys, we built it up, but now it's time. It's time.
It is time for the main event.
We're literally just gonna like open a page. I assure you some inane bullshit's gonna be in there. I mean, I'm sorry. Conscious
Knowledge. Smart man knowledge. So we're just gonna flip to a page and hope for the best, but not expect too much. Your attraction to the feminine is inevitable. Masculine men are attracted to forms of feminine energy. Radiant women, beer, music, nature, etc.
Beer is the least feminine thing in the world.
If a man tries to hide his attraction, it reveals some degree of shame with respect to his own sexual core.
Oh no.
Oh, if you are like most men, you probably hide the amount of sexual attraction you feel towards women every day. Oh boy. On the street and in the grocery store, you see women that turn you on. Sometimes you might want to have sex with them, but many times the feeling is more of a wave of refreshment washing through you. Seeing an especially radiant woman can fill your whole day with delight. A woman's exquisite scent can transport you to an enchanted paradise. A woman's smile can melt the moment into sheer beatitude. So,
When you smell me, is that how you feel?
first of all, don't smell people. Not your significant other, not other people, please don't. And second, at work, on the street, and in the grocery store, you see women that turn you on. Sounds like an interview excerpt from like a serial documentary.
You see women that turned you on.
And they really turn me on.
You just want to take them to your basement and lock them up.
David Data, ladies and gentlemen.
Daddy Data, as I like to call it.
She wants the in you. Among many other qualities, a woman wants the in
Wow,
her
we were
man.
just talking about serial.
And I just happen to flip to this page, yup. She is turned off if her man is afraid and wants her to kill the cockroach or the mouse while he stands on a chair and watches. She is turned off if her man wants her to get out of bed in order to check on the strange sounds in the house to find out if a burglar made the noise. Fearlessness, or the capacity to transcend the fear of for the sake of love, is a quintessential form of the ultimate masculine gift. And then the first sentence of the paragraph contradicts itself. Although your woman doesn't want you to be a you just said that's what she likes. So she doesn't like that?
Does your woman want you to
Or not.
There's
Or
nothing
no.
between.
Although your woman doesn't want you to be a she is turned on by your capacity to
No.
and she is turned off by your lack of this capacity. For instance, imagine that a big cockroach, he loves the cockroach analogy, crawls into the living room. You jump on the couch and scream to your woman, please, kill it. She would probably not be turned on.
Well, I'd not be turned on because there's a cockroach that just walked into the room. I'm not turned on by that.
First of all, let me just say that if you're a man and you think you know what you're talking about regarding women, perhaps don't write a smarmy ass book about it because you're not a woman. You don't know what they're thinking or doing or what they want.
That's exactly what I think every day. What are you talking about? Every day I'm like, can you something already?
Would you just hurry the fuck up and murder you? I'm tired of sitting in this bed and it's peaceful and it's quiet and it's serene. I want you to do some murdering. The next person who walks through our fucking front door, if you don't...
I don't care who it is. It could be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. You better.
If you are like most men, however, you probably end up feeling burdened by your woman's mood. You feel your woman is a pain in the ass. You wish your woman would leave you alone and take care of herself.
Goddamn.
Eventually, you feel worn down or frustrated.
What kind of relationship is this?
You end up simply tolerating your woman's moods while resentment builds up inside of you. You wonder, what's her problem? Why can't she be happy? Huh? Why can't you be happy, woman? How dare you burden me with your moods?
How dare you have emotions?
Be a blank slate for me, the masculine man.
Did that hurt?
No. Oh, I saw the word.
Oh. Ew, what?
No, we're gonna, listen, don't spoil the mood. You're gonna spoil the mood with
He's a murderer.
with your woman moods.
You're right. Yeah, I'm having a lot of woman moods right now reading this.
I've opened up to another chapter beginning. This one is called Up the Spine. For most men, it involves spewing their energy and out through their... Afterward...
For most men. What? Yeah, where else would this come out of? For the other men.
Afterward, they feel like they have released stress. The superior man's more often explodes up his spine and into his brain, from there raining down through his body like an ambrosial bliss of rejuvenation. Well, I feel gross reading this, actually. The technique for converting depletive into rejuvenative involves contracting the pelvic floor near the and drawing energy upward along the spine. Though the use of breath, feeling, and intention. There's a spelling error in this book.
Oh no.
This can't spell?
Listen, he's...
Oh, is he... Am I writing this shit? I love fanfiction.net.
Have you ever...
Have I ever blown my own brains out with... No. That has not been a thing. And hopefully never will be. It's just nonsense. I'm not reading this. Just not... Shiva.
Milking?
She can relax and trust her Shiva core. She can surrender the tensions around her heart. You are trustable. You don't need her validation in order for you to be loving. You simply are loving. The truth of you is your love. Your fullness is independent of mommy. Mommy? Wait a minute.
Is she your
What the fuck?
Who's mommy? Oh no. Not mommy.
You are not only a man, you are a superior man. A man who does his best to live as love in the world and in his intimacy. A man whose heart remains open and whose truth remains strong even when his woman criticizes him. A man who can find the humor in forgetting to pick up the milk on a day he made $1 million. Huh?
I'm sorry. When are any of these men making money?
First of all, if I got $1 million, I'm not picking up no goddamn milk. I'm getting Jeeves to pick up the milk. Oh, part 2 of this book is just titled Dealing with Women. Oh boy. Women are not liars. Keeping your word is a masculine trait in men or women. A person with a feminine essence may not keep her word, yet it is not exactly lying.
So everything good is a masculine trait.
Yes, lying is that woman shit, baby.
You're right.
In the feminine reality, words and facts take a second place to emotions and the shifting moods of relationship.
Oh, here we go.
When she says, I hate you, or I'll never move to Texas, or I don't want to go to the movie, is he just projecting like an ex that hurt his feelings or something?
Or mommy. Maybe mommy
Did he mean to put mommy in this book, I wonder?
Big mommy
Big,
issues.
yeah, I was gonna say big mommy energy. It is often more a reflection of a transient feeling wave than a well-considered stance with respect to events and experience. On the other hand, the masculine means what it says. A man's word is his honor. The feminine says what it feels. A woman's word is her true expression in the moment. Hot diggity damn, we done hit the jackpot.
Women feel. Men never feel anything.
Yeah, like, I like how this is even worse than regular misogyny, because this is like, if you're a person of your word, that's a masculine trait. If you're a lying bitch, that's a feminine trait. And I hate feminines. I want men.
That's news to me, sir. Is the universe mommy?
Don't call the universe mommy either. Just leave the mommy, like, where was the editor for this? Don't let this man say mommy.
He probably was the editor.
Tolerating her leads to resenting her. A man gets resentful and frustrated with his woman when he is too afraid, weak, or unskilled to penetrate her moods and test into love. Don't use the word penetrate.
Don't penetrate her moods.
Don't penetrate her moods. He wishes she were easier to deal with, but it is not entirely her fault that she is bitchy and complaining. Oh wow, that took a hard left, huh?
Isn't he bitching and complaining about women right now?
Yeah, about them bitching and complaining. It is also a reflection of her lack of being penetrated by love.
Can you stop?
Can we stop? A man shouldn't tolerate bitchy and complaining moodiness in his woman, but he should serve her and love her with every ounce of his skill and perseverance. Oh wow. Women are just naturally annoying and shitty.
Are women they're just children, right?
Yeah.
They're just big, bitchy kids that
just want to be penetrated by love. Does that sound good to you? Are you understanding the words I'm speaking via this? This is the final frontier. This is what men want.
I'm ready to be penetrated by love.
I'm ready to not do any of that.
Is he like, you think he's like based in his brain? Is that why he loves the masculine essence so much?
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't even see
no.
it. It must be terrible.
Oh no, no, no. No, no, no. Oh
no.
Oh, the coup de grace.
Oh no.
Right here.
Oh no.
Live and in living color.
What horrors await?
Young women offer you a special energy. Imagine you are driving your 18-year-old babysitter home one evening. She is so fresh, so innocent, so alive. You can feel that she is totally open to you. You consider all the consequences. You look at her radiant skin, her clear eyes, her incredible smile. The way she moves, talks, and laughs makes you happy and fills you with energy. You arrive at her home. She says goodnight, leaves the car, and enters her house. You sit in the car for a moment, breathing slowly and deeply, smiling. There is something unique about being with a young woman, and all men with masculine sexual essences feel it. Just sitting next to a young woman can make you happy and fill you with life force. As women get older, they typically take on more and more masculine tasks and responsibilities in our culture, so their radiance begins to decrease.
What? So feminine traits are bad. Like lie. Women lie.
Yeah.
And they're very emotional, right?
Yeah.
But also feminine traits are good. They're good because when you sit next to a young woman who's full of femininity,
It really makes you horny.
she makes you real horny. But also, masculine traits are bad for women. Because he said that all the negativity of the masculine roles that she's been put in makes the old gangly woman more gangly. So
Makes
which
her
is
more.
it?
He's a decrepit masculine fossil. Also, real quick, I hate how the beginning of that reads like a choose-your-own-adventure horror story. Oh, she is so fresh, so innocent, so alive. You consider the consequences. You salivate as you behold her nubile form. It's like, what the fuck is wrong? It doesn't literally say that, but it may as well. It's fucking.
Might as well. To recap, never trust anything women say ever.
Yes. 18-year-old women are cool.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you feel stuff in your loins for them.
Yeah.
Your babysitter specific. Like, that was an oddly specific, like, what if he put in there.
Yeah. And last but not least, up the brain.
Oh, and fuck
I'm
women.
sorry. Yeah, also.
Fuck women. Women stink. But also they don't. But also they do. But also they don't. But then they do. Then they kind of don't.
Yep.
Then they kind of do. But then the masculine shows up and the feminine shows up. It's this huge pool of masculinity. And and then the babysitter, and it all makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way of the superior man.
Hey guys, thanks for enduring. Be a superior man and follow our Instagrams, our Twitters, even though we don't do much on Twitter because Twitter kind of sucks. And whatever else we tell you to do, you know? Just do all the things we tell you to do. Anyway, bye guys. See you later.
Goodbye, kids.
Bye.
I hate this book. I don't like it. But you see, the brain has come in and revitalize the essence of the man.
Yep.
So when the feminine shows up, then the man can subsequently put into the woman the masculine traits, but not all of them. But the masculine traits are there for show for the woman, but she can't pick up on them. And then you got the way you want the way that